Hi, I'm Dawn with Name in the Frame, and in this video edition we're going to talk about pricing. A little bit difficult for us to come out with exact pricing for you for the product. Much like they say in the real estate world, location, 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 we find the price varies on our product based on the venue that you're selling it in, the area in the United States that you're in, and seasonally what's going on, if you're closer to a holiday season or not. So we're going to give you some basic guidelines for pricing, but you'll probably know best your area and your market. So play around with some different pricing and promotion and see what happens. First, baseline, we find that most of our retailers are successfully selling the basic print for between $39.99 and $49.99. Almost everybody that we've talked to is using the matte option. It only costs you $1 and it really, really adds to the perceived value. I don't know a lot of people who are saying they're just selling the print alone when this just looks together so nice. And again, remember, if you haven't looked at our resource page, you can get the mat, the poly bag, and the little backing board that puts it all together at the MyersPaper.com website. All those resources. And we've shopped around, great prices on those items there. Anyway, so taking that base price between that $40 and $50 range for the print, then you need to add up for your framing options. Obviously, frames cost different amounts. This frame here is just kind of a very basic, simple frame. Obviously, they come in 11 by 14 or 16 by 20. With 16 by 20, obviously, we'll be matting it. Generally, we found a frame of this caliber sells at a Target or a Walmart between that $30 and $35. So if you add that $30 to $35 to your base price, you're probably pretty safe. The customer is going to say, gosh, I know that's what that retails for at a regular store, so they're just going to go ahead and want to get it from you. If you really want to make sure you get that nice margin, you could do it a little lower, or if it gets to Christmas and you know they'll be desperate, try playing it a little bit higher. But it's completely up to you. But you're very safe adding, for the 16 by 20, about $30 upcharge. The 11 by 14 frame is debatable. Again, that's probably about a $20 frame that they would find at a store. So upcharge where you feel on the 11 by 14. But that 16 by 20 really does seem to be the best optimized value. But that being said, people have different preferences. This product sold for years in high-end catalogs at a price tag of $129.99 for the larger framed piece. When we first opened up at a retail mall, we had people selling $150 for the larger matted frame piece. So there's definitely a precedent to get a lot more. You know, if you do a really nice framing option, like this one's a little bit more premium frame here, you may be able to get as much as $100. You're just going to have to look and see what your market will bear. But generally, I think a safe rule of thumb is take the price that you pay for the frame and you can do about a 3 to 4 times markup on your base wholesale price. A lot better than a lot of other things. So, no, that wasn't completely helpful, but hopefully that gives you a guideline to establish some pricing. Another last bit of information, though I'm going to address this in another video, is promotions or sales. I know sometimes when people think sales are slow, your first idea might be to cut prices. What I might recommend for you instead is add some extra value. You may want to consider offering a second 8 by 10 or 8.5 by 11 print absolutely free. Since you only pay us for one file, just the royalty one time, the cost on that print is less than $1 to do that. So charge them the full price and give them something for free. Or maybe, offer that mat. Say normally a mat is an upcharge, but for you, we're going to include that in the base price. Think of creative ways to do promotions with it and instead of discounting. Or do a buy one, get one half price. Think of fun things like that because you want to get your money up front and you deserve to. This is a great product and we know that it sells really well. So thank you so much for listening to my episode on pricing. We hope you'll watch our other videos and happy selling.